Good morning. Welcome to 4 by 8 Paper Stuff. This is Beth. We're in the River Journal. We're on the River Ganges. Let's open it up and get going. Here we go with voiceover number 3. Let's try this again. In doing some of the listening and admiring of other people's videos of this river, I noticed the color marigold everywhere, and I am trying to just cleanse my palette in my head with a little bit of splash of color and marigold and use it for something else down the road. But this was just a way for me to get into the color while I'm listening to people talk about the rituals and the people and the flow of the river. So that's all this is. But you'll see it probably somewhere down the line, hopefully, because it's gorgeous. And so I have a piece of paper here that I printed off of Google Maps that has the outline of the country. I loosely draw it. I loosely draw it. I loosely draw it. I'm not Christopher Columbus. I'm not good at map. I don't have great map making skills, but it's mine. Please don't think that you're going to find everything here is factual. It is loosely based. This is an art journal. I like to learn in an art journal, and so I do these kind of projects in an art journal. And the focus is art while I learn. So it's not always factually correct. It might be what I interpret. It might be what I've read somewhere. It might not be right from where I've read it. I do hook that extra piece of section on of the continent that I couldn't fit on my piece of scrap paper. And when you need to hook a continent together, use washi tape. It bridges all continents together. So we have India loosely based on my observation of the shape of India. I'm going back with those colors that I practiced with a few minutes ago. And I don't want to mix it completely. I want to have sections of all yellow, sections of all nectarine, sections of them together. But I just want that beautiful color to come across. And I wish, no, Santa did not bring me a camera for Christmas. I wish I had a better camera, but check out my picture on Instagram because I think that does a better detailed close-up picture. So I do this because I love it, and I am, can't waste paint. I am learning and journaling, and I love to learn in a journal. I say that all the time. And so we're going to go with this as my shape of India. We're going to do a little bit of edging work to define some of the border theoretically, and I'm going to draw the river in with the main cities that I'm going to focus on, which are Allahabad, I think. I'm probably not saying that right. And Varanasi, which is another huge important city along the Ganges River. And I hear the Ganges, I hear the river Ganga. So it's all in here, it's all incorporated. This is not a factual video, this is an art video. So I'm going to put a few facts about the river that I want to know when I'm 87 in a nursing home, that it's 1,569 miles long. Its major cities are the ones I just said, Allahabad and Varanasi. It starts in the Himalayas. It ends in the Bay of Bengal in Bangladesh. It's a huge ritual, sacred life, healing, spiritual, life force river. And I'm not getting into politics about the different nationalities, the different religions, the different people clashing because of this river or around this river, or the pollution issue, although I might touch on it a little bit. But the main focus is just to learn a little bit about the Ganges River and document it in an art journal. And that's basically all I'm doing. I do keep a little bit of a map. You see that composition notebook. I call it a map. It keeps me focused because I can get off track super easy. But I don't like to plan ahead. I don't want to put the green dot here and the red dot here and some washi tape here and a stamp here. I don't like doing that, or plan or prepare the page in advance and then do it again for you. No, I like intuitive. I think that's painfully here that I don't plan ahead. But I do need to keep myself on track, except then my mother calls me and tells me her dentist appointment. Okay, gotcha, mother. See y'all tomorrow. Um, but I do have a bit of a map to keep me focused. I think I might do 8 days. Here's how I want to break down 8 days to encompass, the people one day, animals one day, the colors one day, the all the life meanings in this river one day. Um, but we'll see. It's not written in stone. I have a picture of it at the end here. And with that green piece of paper, I felt like it needed green from the left to have green on the right. And then I thought with those circles, it's just a scrap piece of paper, those circles kind of represent the meaning of this river. It has the meaning of life, the circle of life. There's a lot of ending and beginning day rituals here. There's a lot of beginning and ending life rituals here. So I kind of like how that works. But again, intuitive. I do cut off some of the circle. That's okay with me. That's how I work. Intuitive. It all comes together. I usually like it. Um, and I'm usually okay with it. Another thing I am going to do while I'm on this river is practice a little bit of watercolor. Uh, and that's the picture I want to try to represent in a little bit of watercolor. It came off of Google Images somewhere. Um, I'm going to loosely try to do it. I'm still a huge beginner. I give myself 2 tries with this picture. We'll see what happens. And I'll see a, excuse me, you'll see a little bit of it every day as I progress, hopefully progress. And again, it's just going to be loosely interpreted watercolor of this scene that I'm going to include somewhere within this section of the River Journal. If you sorry, if you know the Prima watercolors and you know the palette Decadent Pies, that's what this whole river reminds me of. That's the top row in my tray there is Decadent Pies, and I'm going to use it a lot, I think. So I'm just trying to map out a few places and get some color in, and it's along the river in Varanasi, and I think it's a ritual in the morning or in the evening with all the people, the throngs of people, and the steps down to the river. So it's very loosely based, and we'll see what happens. You'll see it go along here every day. When I woke up this morning, it was 14 degrees here. Hello. I'm in South Carolina. We don't do that. And I'm in the center of the state. We don't do that kind of cold. It was cold. We left our water running last night so the pipes didn't freeze. And luckily it's so dry right now, thus the noises in my throat, that we don't have any kind of ice or frost accumulating. I can't think. I'm in the Ganges. I can't think. I'm free. I'm flowing. I'm marigold. So thanks for watching. Here's my little map thing that I work with. That's as much as I plan ahead. And I will see you all tomorrow. Hopefully you're processing with me. And catch me on Instagram. Don't forget to subscribe. Thanks.